Don't tell them shut up on their insist. Him a shot like a book is a dentist. Bout him up and brought him up. All right, Akim, you have some trouble with them. The brothers, once they come in, they're gonna catch up. All right. I wanna hold them too long. You know what I mean? They're gonna come in. Just make sure and leave the chairs open. They're gonna just fill in as soon as they get in there. All right. All right. If you didn't know, I was setting the mood because tonight is excuse my language, faggot correction. It's homosexual correction tonight, and we're gonna deal with it. I've seen it all over the news. I've seen the rainbow all over Trinidad. How they want to get them homosexuals legal rights. So you're gonna learn tonight the UPK official stance on on the legalization of homosexuality in Trinidad. You're gonna know what to say as UPK men, right, and women. So the sister Yahushua and the Thunbasham Yahushua. All right, you're gonna learn how to address it and the proper way you should address it in this time. All right. Also, I know last week we had Re-Incarnation. I know we're gonna go into that this week from last week because it came up with the brother's question. So we definitely gonna go into it, you know, fully to give you all a full understanding of it. And that's that. All right. All right. Before we start, in the room. Again, I echo. Goodbye, as you.
Got one con. Let me try to. Oh, this is a Samsung.
Man, listen, I can't be a Samsung. That can't be a Samsung.
All right, I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna try to go out and come back in. I took the charger off.
I think check and see if you have any windows open.
I turned the phone off and came back in.
Oh, it's the phone.
It's the phone. Yeah, I had it charging.
Okay.
You still hear it now?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go out and come back in. I took the charger out.
All right, try one more time.
Got one come.
Sadak, you on? All right, most in Christ. I just gained everything. I think they dropping in and out of the stream. We lost some of the brothers there too, trying to add them back. Let me see if we get them. All right, might be their internet. You're good? You have some shower.
Done.
All right, so we straight here now? You're good, or the internet giving you all trouble? All right. Let me know if you're getting it, if you need a little bit more time. Let me know if you're solid. You all there, Akim? Testing one. Oh boy. Hold on 1 second, Sadak. Sadak, you have any questions out?
No, sir. I'm sitting here reading through what I'm reading through now in First TITHES. I don't necessarily have any questions.
Ain't no sweat. All right. Hold on one. Bros might be going through some internet problems here, man.
Where we gonna start at?
Tonight we're gonna go into reincarnation, the whole reincarnation breakdown. And we're gonna address the situation in Trinidad this past week. There was a protest on legalizing homosexuality, giving them sodomites rights. All right. But okay, Trinidad is a different I don't want to say a different country, but because of the British rule and being so founded in Christianity, it's actually illegal to be a homosexual in the Caribbean, right? In the Caribbean, it's actually illegal by law to be a sodomite. You can't, you get locked up and, go before court and a judge asks you what you're doing, sticking your rod in a man behind, or vice versa. So if you're a woman, you could get jail time for that shit. But of course, the witchcraft, the mystery of iniquity doth already work, like the scriptures say. So they make it acceptable socially. You know what I mean? Make it socially appealing. Make it so, everybody, defenses down with it. And now they're trying to do the whole thing with the laws. And there was a big issue this week. So we're just definitely going to go into that and give arm the brothers the right way, the UPK way, to give a proper response that is of the Lord in this time. All right. But definitely, we're going to start with the reincarnation and whatever. I think that a few more questions. A couple of brothers had some questions. I'm going to get those out of the way, go into the reincarnation. And then, of course, the faggot correction. Excuse me, Landon. He said, no excuse. Bond that. I hear you, King. I hear you. At one point in time, and that's what's the hypocritical thing about it right now, especially in the Caribbean, where at one time you was and okay, and think about the colonialism. I don't want to go into it too much up front, but just being that you asked, think about colonialism. I know you down there, you're a Judite, but you down there in Virgin Islands, so you down there feeling the whole atmosphere. You able to tell the difference in the atmosphere from being up here and then being down there. And at one time, much like most of the brothers up here, a lot of the laws of the land were beaten into us. You get the point? A lot of those laws was beaten into us, and now to come and turn those things over in a way where, if you don't get down with it, they label you a hypocrite. Then or they label you a not hypocrite. They label you a what's the damn word? A homophobe. They say you have homophobia. You know what I mean? They say you practicing hate. You know what I mean? You a homophobia, like Jeremiah said, a few years ago, brother. Be homophobic. It's perfectly right and healthy to be homophobic, because if you lose the phobia, all you're left with is homo. If you lose that phobia, if you drop the phobia, all you're left with is homo, and I ain't no goddamn homo. So I'll be homophobic. It's healthy to be homophobic. You get the point? Do women have rapist phobia? Do women have rape? Are women rape phobic? Hell yes. Well, I'm homophobic the same way. I'm homophobic the same way. If I drop the phobia, I'll be homo, according to Jeremiah. Get the point? So we definitely going arm the brothers up with the right response for it tonight and go into a bit of the history of it as well. All right. Anybody had any other questions? I'm going to want to start with reincarnation, but if you had any questions, let's get them out the way real quick. All right. Anybody? Gabar? Galwan, the brothers in the room?
Allah, so no questions.
All right, no sweat. Galwan, the brothers in the room, Tawab? I think your internet might be slow enough. I said, who's in the back there? The brothers who in the back? Sean, goddamn, y'all drop. Y'all there? Let me try them one more time. You know, I mean, if that don't work, we'll go straight into it. All right. All right. Goodbye. You worked it out.
I kind of want to come. Do you still hear echo?
Nah.
Kind of want to come.
Whatever you just do, it's right. Fine now.
Come.
You know what I mean? Whatever you just did. All right. Between Gabar and Sadak, until those brothers get the internet straight, it looked like the internet giving trouble. Until they get that worked out, I'm gonna probably need your voices to read a little bit. All right.
I don't want to come.
We're gonna start with reincarnation. The reincarnation breakdown. All right.
I don't want to come.
So let's go Ecclesiastes chapter 1, and we'll start with verse 1. All right, Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and 1. Galawan, you're back on. You had to say something so I could hear. Sudaka, you're on. Say something.
Signal.
Hearing, testing one. You're hearing? Yes or no?
Ali?
You're hearing? Oh boy. You'll hear Akim? You'll hearing? Boy, fucking the white man is the goddamn devil, man.
God won't come.
That bastard he had to know I was going into them sodomites tonight. He had to know that shit, brother. I be trying not to think about the goddamn topic until it's time for class because I know this devil listening every goddamn way. I don't even want to think about the goddamn topic. Let me get them out and invite them again. Goodbye. Say something. Let me test you out.
Testing 1 2 1 2.
All right, cool. All right, this is the last one. Give me Ecclesiastes 1 and 1.
God won't come. Ecclesiastes 1 verse 1. The words of the preacher, the son of David, king in Jerusalem. Vanity of vanities, saith the preacher. Vanity of vanities. All is vanity.
Right? Vanity of vanity. All is vanity. It's all what? What's another word for vanity? It's all
vain. No.
all right, vain. All right, vain. I'll take that.
All right.
It's all vain. What's another word for vain?
Superficial.
Oh, good night, brother. You sending me the dictionary out.
I
don't know what superficial mean. I just know it's a bad word people use mostly for women. Yeah, superficial mean. Come on, Ark, help me out.
Vanity.
Say again, Sadak. Not stuck up. Something else.
Cheap.
Nope. Instead of guessing, what should you do?
Look it up, sir.
Look it up. Break the dictionaries out. You know what I mean? Break the dictionaries out. No shame in it. Just look it up.
Other one kind. Salakia.
Go ahead.
Vanity, excessive pride in or admiration of one's own appearance or achievements.
Okay, give me vain, because vanity comes from vain.
Other one kind. Salakia, the second definition is the quality of being worthless or futile.
That's it. The quality of being worthless or futile, which is self-pride. Right? The first definition is, pride in yourself and, pride that, whatever pride in yourself, that type of false pride. Right? The second definition is... Hey, Yabashim Shabakata, what's going on now? All right. Read the definition. Read the second definition one more time again, Gabar.
Vanity, the quality of being worthless or futile.
The quality of being worthless or futile. Nothingness. Worthless, absolutely futile. So now, read the scripture one more time.
Other one can. Start from one, sir?
Yeah, that's fine.
Other one can. Ecclesiastes 1 verse 1. The words of the preacher, the son of David, king in Jerusalem. Vanity of vanities, saith the preacher. Vanity of vanities, all is vanity.
Right? Vanity of vanities, all is vanity. Right? So what is he saying?
He's saying to say pride is worthless. Or worthless.
Pride is worthless.
Or worthless is worthless.
It's saying, anybody else want to try it?
So, like, what verse and what chapter, sir?
We in Ecclesiastes chapter 1, and we started at verse 1, but right now we're in verse 2.
Salakia.
Go ahead.
The verse saying that the preacher says that.
Hold on 1 second. Akim, you all on? Akim, if you all on, I'm hearing you all. You all hearing me?
Yes.
All right. White man's the devil. All right. So let's just keep it moving. All right. We're in Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and verse 1. So you'll tune in and listen. All right. All the brothers who sit in further back, you'll come up front. Fill up the front ranks. Anybody who comes in after could go to the back. You see the empty chairs in the middle? You'll fill it up. Fill up front. All right. Quickly. One man come up in the middle. Next man come up in the middle. Let's roll. Come on. All right, goodbye. Let me hear you.
Is it saying that the words of preachers are all vain and empty, worthless?
Different.
Salakia.
In verse 1,
Salakia, sir.
telling you who is writing. You get the point? In verse 1, it's telling you these are his words. And he's not hidden. Okay, it's like, you know, like you're listening to the radio and you listen to Hot 97, right? And right. DJ Envy say, yeah, we about to drop the new Lil Wayne. And then the Lil Wayne drop. So it's the intro. It's, you know, the words of the preacher, the son of David, king in Jerusalem. Boom, the beat drop. Vanity of vanities is all vanity. You get the point?
No.
All right, that was it. Louis, you was gonna say something?
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say I was gonna say that what verse Ecclesiastes.
Oh, we right at the beginning. Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and verse 1. We're going into verse 2 right now. All right, you got it? Come on, Akim. You're with me or you're not with me? I say something. Look like Louis freeze up. Goodbye, you there?
I hear you, sir.
All right, no sweat. Go ahead,
I'm still not understanding, sir.
Okay, no sweat. No sweat. So, okay, he's saying the first verse is telling you who is about to speak, right? Now read the second verse.
Vanity of vanities, saith the preacher. Vanity of vanities.
Hold on
all
one
is
second.
vanity.
Hold on one second. Go ahead, Sean. Galawan, you said something? Something going on with the internet in the Caribbean today, but all the brothers from down there except Sadak, he's the only man who in here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What are we covering right now, sir? How are we going right now, sir?
Okay, we're doing Re-Incarnation.
Yes, sir.
We're in Re-Incarnation. We're in Ecclesiastes chapter 1, and we at verse 2 right now.
What? All
right, no sweat. Go ahead, goodbye.
Sorry.
Vanity of vanities, saith the preacher.
Sorry, sir.
Ain't no sweat, brother. Go ahead, goodbye, quickly.
This internet is
vanity of vanities, saith the preacher. Vanity of vanities, all is vanity.
Right? Vanity of vanities, saith the preacher. Meaning vanity of vanity, saith the son of David. All is vanity. Worthless. It's worthless. It's the most worthless of worthless things. Everything is just worthless. You get the point?
Right.
You understand it now?
God, I want to
break it down. Boy.
I can't break it down, sir.
Well, how you understand it?
Well, because it says all is vanity. Saith the son of David, the king of Jerusalem, saying that all things are vanity.
It's vanity. It's nothing. Like, okay, everything is worthless. This goddamn internet ain't worth shit. You understand? Your phones, the life that we've grown to, think is life is really a worthless life. It's a worthless life. You go to your slavery, you're slave for how much? 45 to 55 years. And after that, they give you a gold pen for 6 decades of service.
Right.
Vanity is nothing. You understand? It's absolutely nothing. Right? Keep reading.
Verse 3. What profit hath a man of all his labor which he hath taken under the sun?
You understand? What profit is it to that this life we in? What does it gain for us? What do we profit from it? What profit does a man have from all this work he's doing under the sun? Waking up 5, going in and bathing, breakfast, preparing your lunch, jumping on the bus, jumping on the train, jumping in your car, walking to work. You reach to your slavery. You slave for 8 hours in a job that is not, you don't own the spot. You don't own the spot. You ain't getting no royalties from the spot. They'll never pay you dividends or, you know, shares in the spot, but you put in your blood, sweat, and tears into it. What profit has a man for all that labor? What profit is there? Nothing.
Really?
Absolutely nothing. You retire, they throw one little bullshit party for you, give you a pen with your name on it, or umbrella, and a dirty ass plaque with your name. You know, John Williams, thank you for 55 years of glorious service. Yay! And lay out some balloons, and then you go home and die.
Right.
And that's life. You understand? And he's saying here, it's all vanity. It's nothing. You understand? It's nothing. What do the older generation say, grandparents say? Enjoy your youth. Do as much as you could do while you're young, because you're going to look here today and tomorrow you're going to be my age and you're going to wonder where your life gone, because your life went into vanity. You understand?
God won't come.
And when I say your life, I'm talking about the life outside of the I.S.U.P.K, outside of the truth, outside of serving the Lord. Life in here is not vanity. There's much to gain. What profit is it being a Jew? Much every way. You get the point? There's a lot to gain in here. But out in the world, brother, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. All right, keep reading.
Verse 4. One generation passeth away, and another generation... Slacky.
Go ahead.
And another generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever.
One generation passeth away, and another generation cometh, but the earth abideth forever. Right?
God won't come.
What is that describing?
Like, Salakia.
Go ahead, Lewis.
Basically saying like your life become like a endless circle. Like it just...
That's it. Life is a cycle. One generation passeth, another generation come, but the earth is here forever. Sidebar, this is a precept to prove that the end of the world is not the planet blowing up, like what white people like to believe. White people like to believe the end of the world is, you know, the world, you know, turning into a big volcano and blowing up. You know what I mean? Or the land is going to be burnt up and gone. Nah, their land is going to be burnt up and gone. They are going to be burnt up and gone. But the earth abideth how? What does it say, Gabar?
The earth abideth forever.
Earth abideth forever. You understand? Just like the 12 tribes of Israel.
That's right.
With an everlasting salvation. We'll be saved forever because the earth is here forever and we're going to rule the earth. All right, keep going.
Verse 5. The sun also ariseth, and the sun goeth down, and hasteth to his place where he arose. And hasteth to his place where he arose.
Right? So now, once again, this is reincarnation, right? Scripture say, read it one more time again from the top. So, okay, go ahead, Nigel. Not Nigel, Sean, go ahead. I'm not hearing you. Boy, I ain't hearing nothing you're saying, Warren. I seen you all, but I ain't hearing you. I was just hearing you, but I ain't hearing you all at all. All right, work out your sound over there. Something's up with your sound. I work out that sound thing. We'll come back. Just remember your question. We'll come back to it. So now the sun rises. Read the scripture again, Gabar.
Verse 5. The sun also arises.
I don't know if you want to answer it now or later on, right? But when the islands moving out of a place, what does that mean? So yeah, when you're talking about when you miss and the islands move out of the place.
Okay, we'll get to that.
Yes, sir. Let me try again.
Yeah,
when
I
the
hear you
scripture
now.
talk about the earth,
I'm
about
hearing you
the
now.
island.
I'm hearing you now. I'm hearing you now. We're going to get to that, but let's push through with this Re-Incarnation first, all right? Since we already started it, all right?
All right, let's see. Yes, sir. Can you hear me clearly?
I hear you much clear now. All right? It looks like it is you'll work it out. All right, goodbye. Go ahead, read it.
Verse 5, the sun also ariseth, and the sun goeth down, and hasteth to his place where he arose.
Right? The sun ariseth, and the sun goeth down. Right? The sun rises and then goes down and hasted back to the place where it arose from. It's describing another cycle. Right? Keep going.
Verse 6.
No problem. So there's a lot. There's a lot. So
okay, if you're what are you listening on, the YouTube, or you're listening right here in the Hangout? Okay, if it's the Hangout, it might be a problem. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop you all one more time, and I'm going to send the call again. It might be the signal, because the Hangout's supposed to be instant. It's not supposed to be a lag. So I'm going to drop you all, and I'm going to call right back, all right? Goodbye. Read it one more time.
Verse 5 or 6, sir?
The sun.
Verse 5, the sun also ariseth, and the sun goeth down, and hasteth to his place where he arose.
Right? The sun rise. Let's say this is the earth. This is the sun. The sun rise, go up, and then come down, then hasted to its place where it rise again. Now, of course, this ain't, the literal movement of the sun. I'm just giving you I'm giving you the picture, the metaphor he's using, or the example he's using. Get the point?
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Verse 6, the wind goeth toward the south, and turneth about unto the north. It whirleth about continually, and the wind returneth again according to his circuits. Right?
The wind goeth about how? From the south, it turn about unto the north, and it goes continuously, another cycle. The winds of the earth go with the current of the earth, the water, right? It's similar. They flow in similar fashion. Every year we have what's called hurricane season, right, Sadak? Right? Lewis, you all know about that, right? Hurricane season?
Sir.
Every single year the hurricanes follow the same path.
Right.
The same islands always in danger. The same islands always get missed. The same coast of America or South America and Central America always get hit or missed. Why is that? That's correct, Sadak. The wind follows the same path. The wind blows up the northeast coast and then circles back again, coming from the south. All right? In certain Caribbean islands, they have leeward winds and and windward. The leeward islands and the windward islands, meaning certain islands are on certain sides of how the wind blows. All right? The windward islands, the leeward islands. You have certain islands have what you call the northeast trade winds. I know Trinidad definitely has that system of the northeast trade winds. Right? The winds blow from the southwest to the northeast. All right, northeast trade winds. It's the same wind that's going up and coming back. It's the same wind, right? Keep going.
Verse 7, all the rivers run into the sea, yet the sea is not full.
Right? All the rivers run into the sea. Right? If you ever went hiking up into the mountains, they have waterfalls, rivers, tributaries. They all flow down the mountain. Right? Big rivers. Then you have tributaries, smaller rivers that come in from a 90-degree angle almost and join the river. And the river get bigger and bigger and bigger. Then it flows into something called a delta. which is the point where rivers meet the ocean. All right, it's called a delta, right, or a dike. Right, that's where the word dike comes from. They call it a dike. That little triangular piece of land that the water channels as it goes into the ocean, is call it a delta or a dike. All right. Rivers flow into the ocean, but the ocean never fills up and runs over. Right? Keep going.
Unto the place from whence the rivers come, thither they return again.
Unto the place where the rivers come from, that's where it goes again. So once again, it's a cycle. All the water, where does water come from? Anybody?
Salakia.
Go ahead.
From rain, it comes down from the clouds, condensation.
Right? It comes down from the clouds. Somebody else might say water comes from the seas. It doesn't matter because it's a cycle.
Right.
Any point?
Right.
It's a cycle. You could say water comes from the seas on the ground. Somebody might say it comes from the sky. It's a cycle. Where it comes from depends on where you are in the cycle. It's relative. You get the point? It's where you are. So now, it's now the water that falls from the sky and goes into the waterfalls and into the rivers and down into the ocean. Does that water change? Is it new water?
La.
You're sure or you're unsure?
Salakia, sure. La. It's the same water.
All right. Sadak, what are you saying? Sadak says new water. All right. Galawan, you all on? Sudaka, you all on or not yet? Okay, I'm testing one. You all there? All right, hold on. Sadak, do you have WhatsApp? Oh, shit. Okay. I'm trying to see if I get them brothers on some way or the other, but I don't know how the hell that gonna work. I can't hear them. It ain't look like they could hear me either. All right? Anyway, they're gonna have to catch up on the tape. So, Sadak, you say it's new water. Gabar, you say it's old water.
All
right, so who's right? Let's go up one more. The wind that blows, is that new wind or is that the same wind that blew the hurricane last year?
Salakia.
Go ahead, Gabar.
It's the same wind. It's just it's the wind that's coming back around. All
right, Sadak, what are you saying?
I can agree with the wind.
Yeah, Sadak said I can agree with the wind. All right, Sadak, I have one more for you. This one is the killer. All right, this one is the killer. The sun that rises and goes back to its place and come back again. That same sun. Is that a new sun? Or is that the same sun?
Physically, it's the same sun.
Say that again?
I say physically, it's the same sun, but I would say it's new sun because
okay, no? Okay, hold on. I think you're watching some Egyptology tapes, huh? I think you homo-tapping on me, you Horusing on me right now. I think you emo-tapping on me right now, brother. Hotep, brother, Hotep. Gabar, is that the same sun or a different sun?
Same sun, sir. Doing its circuit.
It's the same sun, right? Doing the circuit. As we know, the white man's from the white man's travels out of space. We have the proof, of course. The planet, of course, goes, around the sun, right? The sun doesn't move. The sun is at the center, right? But of course, to us, it looks like the sun moves. Sun doesn't move, right? It's the same sun. Physically, spiritually, emotionally, financially. What else you say? Hypothetically, is the same son. Is the same son, all right? I cover all the leads, financially, emotionally, spiritually, physically.
Mm.
I mean, once I cover all the leads, right? I've covered all the leads. It's the same sun, it's the same water, it's the same wind. All right? He's saying that to say this. Keep going.
Verse 8.
Hold
All
on
things.
Hold on one second. All right, Louis, I merged the call with you and Sadak, all right? Both of you are listening. If you need to ask anything, just just raise your hand, all right? It might be the internet is bad, because if you having trouble, I know those brothers having trouble too.
Right.
All right, no, so yeah, you could stay on the call if this is easier and better for you. Do you all have bad weather down there, Sadak? Sadak, y'all got bad weather. Hold on, Louis. Louis, hold on 1 second. Sadak, you all got bad weather?
No,
sir. Okay. Louis, on your side is bad weather?
Yeah, that's the like yes, sir. I was just explaining that the towers after that Hurricane Maria, our towers went down, so we've been going in and out a lot with the internet, you know.
Okay, no sweat. So it's a bit different. All right, no sweat. We'll continue then. All right, let's continue.
Okay.
All right, so it's the same sun, it's the same wind, it's the same water, right? Everybody get that?
Got one come.
Same sun, same wind, same water. Keep reading, Gabar.
Verse 8. All things are full of labor. Man cannot utter it.
Mm-hmm.
The eye is not satisfied with seeing, nor the ear filled with hearing.
Right? All things are full of labor, and man cannot utter it. Man can't even, man can't even begin to understand how this world operates. You get the point? You have idiots right now in a full-out argument about whether the earth is flat or round. You get the point?
Right.
Whether the earth is flat or round. And that's the argument right now. Right? Whether anybody ever went to the moon or not. Man cannot begin to utter it. Man, when I say man, I mean regular mankind don't understand this earth. All right, go ahead.
Verse 9. The thing that hath been.
Salaki, the eye is not satisfied with seeing, nor the ear filled with hearing. What does that mean?
Salaki, the eye is not satisfied with seeing, being that you're always looking for more.
Right. Go ahead, Louis.
I was just gonna say a simple something like there's nothing really new under the sun.
All right. Go ahead, Sadak.
When you say the eye is not satisfied, things not believing all the time.
Seeing is not believing.
Like if the eye is not satisfied when you look at something.
Okay, more so that you can't understand what you're seeing.
Mm.
Not so much that you can't believe what you're seeing, but I see what you're saying when you say you can't believe what you're seeing. In a way, it's spiritually like that. But think, you looking at something and you can't even begin to put it into words. You understand? It's like, okay, let me give you a good example of it, all right? And this is an example of, we say the eye is, the eye is not filled. Or you know what I mean? You ever see brothers play sports, whether it's track and field or basketball or football or American football, and a brother does something absolutely amazing. something absolutely amazing. He flip, he run, he do something, and everybody just starts screaming, and the commentators like, I don't know what the hell, and he just can't say it. He's looking at it, but in his eyes, it's like that shit ain't even possible. You get the point? Like, that's how the white man looks at us. The things we do is like, how the hell you niggas be doing that shit? That's why they pay brothers so much to play in sports. Because them white boys ain't doing that. You understand? So it's more, in here, it's talking about how man don't really understand how this world operates, right? Go ahead. Go ahead, Gabon.
Oh, kind of one kind. Nor the ear filled with hearing.
Right? Nor the air filled with hearing. The air, what you hearing, you still can't understand it. The Jews are black, Christ is black. What are you talking about? God don't love everybody. You hearing it, but you still, it's like you ain't hearing. Go ahead.
Verse 9. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be. And that which is done is that which shall be done.
Right? The thing that had been is that which shall be. Right? And the thing which is done is that which shall be done. Keep reading. Right.
And there is no new thing under the sun.
All right, somebody explain that. Whoever think the ears is filled and the eyes is seeing. Whoever think they understand.
Salakia.
Go ahead.
The thing that hath been, meaning things of the past, are also things that will be, things that will come again. And that which is done is that which shall be done. So those things that have been done will be done again. And there is no new thing under the sun. So that also describing that's just the cycle, the circuit, the
same cycle, same circuit. You are absolutely right. That which was before is that which shall be again, and that which shall be done is what will be done. There's nothing new under the sun. There's nothing new. Right? Now, go ahead, Sadak. Say that one more time. In a way, yes. In a way, yes. Specifically in the scripture, it's talking about man. And I'm going to give you the precept to prove it's talking about man. But yes, history does repeat itself. Right? It's the same thing. We're just doing it over and over until we get it right. You get the point? We're doing it over and over and over until we get it right. Then we get to do it over and over the right way all the time. You understand? That's what life is. You get the point? All right. So now read verse 9 one more time. Galawan, you all back on? I hear you good now. Whatever you all do, don't mess with it no more.
No, sir. Right. It seems like it have a problem with the Google Hangouts.
I'm telling you, man, them Indian and them gunning for you all, man. They done calling your number to try and find out where the house is. You know what I mean? And them gunning for you all, man. They're slowing up your connection. You all better clip up. You all better walk around Trinidad with some cutlass in all your waist. I'm trying to tell you. Shit ain't a joke. Anybody scared, leave now. If you're scared, go to church. Leave now. I'm telling you. Galois like Salakia, the internet giving nah, nigga, they're trying to sabotage the whole thing. There's like, if this shit spread to Sealots and the Beatum and to, you know, Cedrus and Komoto and Pinto, we'll have a problem in Trinidad. So they're trying to make sure the shit don't go. Yo, watch your back now. Don't let it go. If I was you, I wouldn't eat no more doubles. I mean, somebody gonna poison your goddamn doubles and your roti. I wouldn't eat nothing with curry and Indian and Salaki. gonna assassinate everybody. Next week, I won't make the call. There's going to be red chairs in the room and the sister in the corner. I'm asking sister, where the brothers? I don't know. They went for roti last week. They didn't come back. All right. Yeah, read verse 9 again, Gabar.
Kadawan Khan. Verse 9. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be. And that which is done is that which shall be done.
Right, and that which is done is that shall be done. Keep going.
And there is no new thing under the sun.
Right, there's no new thing under the sun. Hold where you at. Andrew, give me Ecclesiastes chapter 6 and verse 10. Read it nice and loud.
Another one. The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 6 and verse 10. That which had been is named already. And that which is, and it is known.
Read it one more time. Read it one more time.
Book of Ecclesiastes. The book of Ecclesiastes chapter 6 and verse 10. That which had been is named already, and it is known that it is man.
Right. So that thing from
neither may he contend with him that is.
Right? That's it. So now that thing we read in verse 1 and 9 from Ecclesiastes 6 and 10, that thing that had been already is man. Right? So now when you go back and read go back and read verse 9, and everywhere you see thing, say man.
Kadawan Khan. Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and verse 9. The man that hath been, it is that which shall be. It is he that which shall be.
Go ahead.
And that which is done.
Read it like this. Wherever you see thing, put man. Wherever you see it, where it says it, and it is that man. Right, I'll read it so you follow. That man that hath been, it is that man which shall be. And that man which is done is that man which shall be done. And there's no new man under the sun. Get the point? Reincarnation is real. Reincarnation is real. Right? Somebody put in the Facebook chat, I forget the name. The same wicked niggas that was here before is the same wicked niggas that's here now. The same devil that's there before is the same devil that's there now. Right? The serpent in the garden with Eve, he is an incarnation of Esau. Esau is an incarnation of him. Cain is an incarnation of him. Right? It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's one cycle over and over and over. Keep reading, Gabar.
Verse 10. Is there anything whereof it may be said, see, this is new? It hath been already of old time, which was before us.
Right? So now, replace thing with man.
Is there any man whereof it may be said, see, he is new? He hath been already of old time. He was before us.
You understand? So when people see, you have a brand new baby. Is that baby really new? That baby ain't new. That baby was here before. You understand? That child you bring back into the earth was here before you. And it's something that we don't learn amongst us because of the Christian church. So that now because of Christianity and because of the pressure of being oppressed, that baby that comes after us, who was here before, does not get taught right, does not get treated right, is not provided for right. You get the point? If you knew that that baby was your great-grandfather, how would, or your great-grandmother, how much more care would you take? You understand? And if you knew that that baby is going to grow up and have a child, which would be your grandchild, and that grandchild going to grow up, that's going to have a child, which is going to be a great-grandchild, and then you'll die, and then that great-grandchild going to have another child, and guess who that child going to be?
Salaki.
Go ahead.
You.
That child is going to be you coming back into the earth again.
Right.
Now, if we learn that, if in Sunday school, while they're painting goddamn eggs and doing Easter bunny hunts and all that nonsense they're doing in damn church, if they teach children that, just think about how much more that would change our society because of the importance of that lineage. And a child could understand a lot of that. Like, people like to act like children can't understand shit. There's certain things they have to be a certain age to understand. But listen, you get a child a tablet, they unlock the whole thing and start downloading games, start playing shit, running up your bill. They know what the hell they're doing. They're logging in and out of emails, and they didn't even reach 10. If you explain to them the circle of life, the natural way things go, brother, imagine how powerful that generation gonna be when they get to 15. Imagine how powerful that generation gonna be when they get to 25, 35, 45, 55. Imagine knowing that, imagine for a sister knowing that if she comes, and brothers, knowing that if they commit abortion, they making sure that they don't come back into the earth right away. You killing your great-grandfather. You killing your great-grandmother or some great-grand-aunt or uncle or cousin that coming back through you. Imagine what that would do for us, that type of knowledge would do for us. Meanwhile, the East Indians, they teach their children reincarnation, but they bastardize everything. They teach you that if you're good, you're going to come back rich. And if you're bad, you're going to come back as a dog or a cat or a bull or a pile of dung or a plant, which is garbage. And we're going to go into that tonight too, all right? Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 68, quickly.
Yes, like it. Deuteronomy 28 and verse 68. And the Most High shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee.
1 second. Ray DeGarcia from Rawlings, Wyoming. Look like a brother. All right. Ray DeGarcia, he asked if the wristbands that we wear, if it's a commandment. There ain't no law on wearing the wristbands, but it's Israelite culture, right? It's Israelite culture. You would read in, Samuels and Kings and Chronicles, the attire of some of the brothers. If you read in the Apocrypha, it says the men wore glorious and warlike apparel. This is our culture to wear stuff like this. There ain't no law against, there ain't no law saying you have to wear it. Nobody ain't gonna cut your head off if you don't have a wristband. But this is just our culture. You know what I mean? Just keep coming to class. You're gonna learn more about your culture. All right. All right. Go ahead, Gabar.
Gadawan Khan. Deuteronomy 28 and verse 68. And the Most High shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
All right, Salakia, stop right there. Galawan, give me three, brother. Give me go ahead, Sean.
Salakia, sir. Good question. Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Good question on the topic, sir.
Go ahead. You hear me, Ak? Go ahead. Go ahead with your question. All right, Sadak, hold for me Exodus 34 and verse 6. All right? And Lewis, hold for me Numbers 14 and 22. All right? You all hearing me, Akim?
Kaladawankan.
Lewis, hold for me Numbers 14 and 22. Sadak, you going to hold for me Exodus 34 and 6, all right? All right, no sweat. All right, go ahead, Gabar.
Deuteronomy 28 and 68, and the Most High shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
All right. So what is that scripture saying?
That the Most High will bring Israel as a whole into Egypt, or bondage, slavery, again with ships, on ships.
All right.
And like he said to us, we would see our home again. Oh, I'm sorry. We would not see our home again. And in the place that we're brought, that Egypt, that bondage place, we will be sold to our enemies, both men and women, as slaves. And no man shall buy you, saying that no man shall save us.
All right. That's absolutely correct. All right. So now, who was Moses speaking to?
It broke up.
I say, who was Moses speaking to?
His people.
Give me a little bit more specific.
Specific and on topic, he was speaking to those of them that would come again. No.
Go ahead, Lewis.
Basically, we're talking about like the curses from the Lord.
He was speaking about the curses from the Lord, but I'm asking, who was he saying that to specifically?
Salaki.
Go ahead, Gabar.
Those who were not following the law?
No. Right, Rapal, when I say all of Israel, that's true, all of Israel, but still there's something specific. Go ahead, Sadak. Sadak, you were saying something?
Yes, sir. I was going to say to the Jews and bondage at that time.
That's it. He was speaking to the children of Israel that came out of Egypt. Right? That's who he was talking to. He was talking to everybody who, saw the first, everybody who went to that first Passover. Right? He was talking to everybody who went to that first Passover. He told them, if you don't listen, the Lord is going to send you back into slavery. Right? With ships. Right? Now give me Exodus 34 and 6.
And the Lord passed by
Hold on. I think, hold on. I think it might be coming through too low on the phone. Goodbye. You may have to pick that up for me. Just because it ain't picking up loudly on the stream itself. You know what I mean? All right. So Goodbye. I'm gonna have you read them two scriptures. Give me Exodus 34 and 6.
Exodus 34 and verse 6. And the Most High passed by before him and proclaimed, the Most High power, merciful and gracious, long-suffering, and abundant in goodness and truth.
Right? The Lord passed by. Slacky, read it one more time, Mark.
And the Most High passed by before him and proclaimed, the Most High powers, merciful and gracious, long-suffering, and abundant in goodness and truth.
Go ahead.
Verse 7, keeping mercy for thousands, forgiving iniquity and transgression and sin, and that will be by no means clear, and that will by no means clear the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children, and upon the children's children, unto the third and to the fourth generation.
Right. So even though the Lord is merciful and long suffering, he will in no wise clear the guilty. He will visit the iniquity of the father unto the children, unto the third and fourth generation. Why is that important?
Salakia.
Go ahead.
Because if you keep that in mind, you yourself would you wouldn't sin. You would do better by your seed, understanding that you have brought into the world someone that has already been in the world, being your own family, and you would treat that your own seed even better. You would take better care to teach them properly and to make sure that they're learning the right ways and doing better, so that when you come back, they can impart that to you.
So now, if you sinned, when you come back, what will happen?
You'll be punished.
Unto the third and fourth generation, right?
Right.
But Simba was asking that question, what was the average time span? 3 or 4 generations, but the Lord is all powerful. He could bring you back when the hell he wants. He could kill you and bring you right back. Right? He could kill you and bring you right back. But, you know, say unto the third and fourth generation, because why is he punishing you why is he punishing you all the way till the third and fourth generation? Because he's punishing you, and you coming back in that third or fourth or fifth generation. You get the point? He punishing your line, so when you come back, you could get the punishment too. You understand?
Gotta walk up.
Punishment too. Remember Jay-Z had a rap song. He say, I kill you, then I kill you. Joe Pesci with the special. I kill you, commit suicide, and kill you again. If you ever hear that lyric, Jay-Z say, I'll kill you, commit suicide, and come kill you again. That's, you know, the spirit of the Lord. When I say, not he saying he had the spirit of the Lord, but that's the spirit the Lord is in when he is like, death, you can't escape judgment in death. You understand? You can't escape the Lord's judgment in death. You have to be punished. Even the white man, right now, today, they're bringing old Nazi soldiers to trial for the so-called Holocaust, right? They're bringing them to trial for the Holocaust. And some of them soldiers some of them ex-soldiers, they have oxygen tanks. They have oxygen tanks. They're not, they're not healthy. They're on the deathbed. They're 1 foot in the grave. And the lawyers for the victims, for the so-called Holocaust survivors, they are pressing the judges to expedite the cases, citing that if they die, these men would escape justice. You understand? The white man understands that if you don't get punished in this life, you have escaped justice. Why? Because punishment in this life means your kids get punished too. That's something we don't understand. Why you think when you go to court, you have you get, you know, you get 3 life sentences. Nigga, I have 1 life. How the hell you can give me 3 life sentences? You understand? Because in the spirit, he's bounding you in your next life. You get the point? When he tell you 65 years here, 65 years here. In total, you have you're gonna serve 500 and something years to run concurrently. Like, what the hell is you telling me? I'm going to be dead in 40 years. What is you really telling me right now? That what? I'm going to be in jail when I come back to? Yes. You understand? Like the white man has a better understanding or a better concept of justice and judgment than us. You get the point? He understands that, like brothers be making rap songs like, you know, well, what the hell am I going to do with 200 years? You know what I mean? You don't understand justice. You understand? You don't understand it. Like, that judge is really basically cursing your whole line. You understand? Like, 200, you can't serve 200 years, not in this life, but you could come back and finish it in your next life. You get the point? Like, they have a better concept of justice. Right? So now, the Lord is saying He's going to do that, right? Keep reading. Give me verse 9.
Verse 9. And he said, if now I have found grace in thy sight, O Lord, let my Lord, I pray thee, go among us. Go among us. For it is a stiff-necked people, and pardon our iniquity and our sin, and take us for thine inheritance.
Now, why is Moses saying this? Why is he saying, you know, pardon or, you know, these stiff-necked people, you know, take us for, why is he saying that? Give me Numbers 14.
God won't come.
Now the other brother gonna read. The other brother gonna read because it's gonna be a little bit louder. But if you all want to chime in, you all can say something, all right?
Numbers 14 and 22. Because all those men which have seen my glory and my miracles, which I did in Egypt and in the wilderness.
Hold on one. Galawan, you're straight. I'm hearing you all now. You'll kill the noise a little bit. I mean, Akim, I'm hearing you all now. I'm hearing you all now. I'm seeing you all. I'm hearing you all. You'll kill the noise, all right? All right, go ahead, Gabar.
Numbers 14 and 22. Because all those men which have seen my glory and my miracles, which I did in Egypt and in the wilderness, and have tempted me now these 10 times, and have not hearkened to my voice. Surely they shall not see the land which I swear unto their fathers, neither shall any of them that provoked me see it.
Go ahead.
But my servant Caleb, because he had another spirit with him, and hath followed me fully, him will I bring into the land whereinto he went, and his seed shall possess it.
You understand? That's what we just read. Will the Lord have mercy for thousands, but he will nevertheless clear the guilty. Just to give you a little backdrop, after the Passover, that first Passover, after the Egyptians gave Israel all the gold and jewels, after we saw the death of the firstborn, the plagues, the hail, the frogs, the locusts, the boils, the water turned into blood, after we walked through the Red Sea, after quail and manna, imagine waking up one morning and there's grain on the ground where you could grind and make bread, and the birds just fall out the sky. You ain't how to catch the bird, the quail just fall. And you could, chicken and bread forever. Israel murmured and complained and bitched and whined. bitch and whine. I mean, we complained against the Lord. You understand? We complained against the Lord. Not to mention when Moses went to get the tablets. When Moses came back, what happened? What happened? We done build the golden calf, ready to go back to Egypt. You understand? Done built it. So the Lord is like, listen, man, only Caleb and Joshua will I bring into the land. Everybody else done turned on me. Even Moses did something and made the Lord angry, where the Lord punished Moses. And this is Moses we're talking about. Moses said something, and the Lord was displeased with what he said, and that was that. Right? Now skip me to verse 29.
Verse 29. Your carcasses shall fall in the wilderness. Excuse me. Your carcasses shall fall in this wilderness. And all that were numbered up.
In which wilderness?
In this wilderness.
In this wilderness. Right? Meaning right here where y'all are, y'all gonna die where y'all stand. Keep reading.
And all that were numbered of you, according to your whole number, from 20 years old and upward, which have murmured against me.
Right? And all of you who stand 20 years and up, you're going to die who murmured against me. Get the point? Give me verse 32.
Verse 32. But as for you, your carcasses, they shall fall in this wilderness. And your children shall wander in the wilderness 40 years and bear your wisdom. Excuse me, and bear your whoredoms.
Bear your whoredoms. Don't worry. I understand. I understand. You're reading it, you're like, oh shit, this is why I'm so jammed up. I don't want to be jammed up. I understand. I understand, huh? Go ahead.
Right. And bear your whoredoms until your carcasses be wasted in the wilderness.
Keep reading until 34. I mean, 33. Give me verse 35.
I, the Most High, have said, I will surely do it unto all this evil congregation that are gathered together against me. In this wilderness they shall be consumed, and there they shall die.
Right? To the Lord and say, you're going to be consumed here and die. Salaki, I made you skip over 34. Keep reading in 34.
After the number of the days in which he searched the land, even 40 days, each day for a year, shall ye bear your iniquities, even 40 years, and ye shall know my breach of promise.
What does he mean when he say, ye shall know my breach of promise? What does he mean by that?
Salakia, meaning that they will know that they did not keep their promise, that they welched on what they said they would do, so they will be punished for it completely.
All right. So now, based on what we read in Deuteronomy 28 and 68, what did he tell them in Deuteronomy 28 and 68?
Salaki, hold on. Salaki, sir. That he would bring them into Egypt, into bondage.
Right. So that would. Who's that, Lewis or Sadak? Which one? Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, sir, excuse me, forgive me. I was going to say that when the Egypt, 68 is talking about is America, that what we in right now.
Okay, don't go so far yet. Don't go so far yet. Okay. I just want to know what he told them in Deuteronomy 28 and 68.
Salakia.
That they're gonna be slaves again at where they stand.
They're gonna be slaves again. Go ahead, Gaba.
Salakia, the verse we just read, that they would die right where they stand right now,
Okay, that's not what he said in Deuteronomy 28 and 68.
Con. But in 68, it's saying that he would bring them back into Egypt.
Give me from the beginning. 28 and 68.
Oh, read it, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, con. Deuteronomy 28 and 68, and the Most High shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bond men and bond women.
Right.
And
so
no man shall buy.
Why would he do this? What's his reason for bringing us into Egypt again?
Stalaki?
What is the reason? Why would he bring us into Egypt again?
For disobedience, sir.
For disobedience. Go ahead, Lewis.
Yeah, I was going to say, when it speaks of Corinthians, to say, the God of Israel gave us statutes and judgments to obey, and we didn't obey them. So that's why it happened.
That's right. That's why in Numbers 14 and 34, he said, now you will know the breach of my promise.
Right.
You understand? So now, we read Deuteronomy 28 and 68, where he said, if you disobey him, you're going into slavery. But we just read where he said they're all going to die in the wilderness. Right? Goodbye, you with me?
I won't come.
All right, everybody with me. So now, if that's the case, did the people who Moses spoke to and said they were going into slavery, they all died in the wilderness, right or wrong? So if they all died in the wilderness, how could they go on slave ships? Go ahead, Sadak. That's the only how. If reincarnation is not real, then Moses is a liar. Then the Most High Power is a liar, because he told the children of Israel they would go into slavery a second time. But they all died in the wilderness. The only how they ended up on the slave ships is if generations down the line, they came back into the earth and suffered the iniquity of their fathers, who is really them. You understand? Like, if you could understand that when the Lord say, the children going to pay for the iniquity of the fathers unto the third and fourth generation, if you could only understand that he really saying you going to pay for it when you come back. Half the shit we do, we ain't going to do it no more. You understand? Half the nonsense we do, we ain't going to do it, because now if you know you had to come back and pay for that later, you're going to hold up. You know what I mean? You're going to hold off on the whole thing. You ain't going to be so reckless. You ain't going to be so without self-control. You get the point? You're going to hold up. You're going to put more thought into it. You understand? Reincarnation is real. It is definitely real. The children of Israel that came out of Egypt, they all died in the wilderness. But that prophecy of the slave ship is true, because those people who was on that slave ship are the same people who walked out of Egypt. Those people who got on the slave ship and came into slavery in the Americas, into the West, are the same people who walked out of Egypt. You understand? Them Gadites and them Reubenites and them Ephraimites and them Issacharites and them Zebulonites and them Issacharites. Who else? Who am I missing? Naphtalites. Those brothers who left the Assyrian captivity and sailed in the span of a year and 6 months into a land which nobody ever knew in the Apocrypha. Those native Indians who came into America by ships, guess what? They were the ones who walked out of Egypt. They died in the wilderness, came back into the earth, got on ships, and went into Egypt a second time. You understand? They went into Egypt a second time because reincarnation is real. It's not a figment of imagination. It's not some, you know, East Indian, what do you call this thing? Indie type teaching. It's the truth about the Bible. Reincarnation is real. You were here before on the earth. You're going to be here again. And the condition that you come back in, whether you're going to be rewarded or punished, is dependent on the life you live right now. Right? The life you actually living right now is because of the life you lived in the past. That's why all of our lives are so much hell before you find the truth. Before you find the truth, you're in the world getting high. You're in the world having sex with anything moving. If you're a woman, you're the loosest thing on the planet Earth. Right? Your children getting molested, raped, getting hooked on crack, diseases. Your life is punishment because of the life you lived before. You just come back into the earth to get your punishment. That's heaven and hell. The conditions of living on the earth. And it's your reward or it's your punishment. Right? Now, if the Christian church would teach that instead of fondling little boys and raping girls, our society would be different. If the Christian church would teach that instead of, you know, everybody loves, God loves everybody, our societies would be different. If the Christian church would teach that instead of, you know, worship Caesar Borgia, which is the white man, worship, you know, the sun, the moon, and the stars, the Mother Mary, right? If the Christian church would teach that, our society would be different. There's no doubt in it. Our society would be absolutely different. Get that? You with me, Gabar?
Got one con.
All right, Most High in Christ.
Salakia?
Come on with it.
Officer Galawan is trying to call.
Okay.
Are you seeing his communication?
No, hold on. I can't see the call. You're probably seeing it. Let me try to call him.
Got one con.
All right. To
I know, bar, sir.
All right, hopefully he gets in because I want to definitely touch on this guy. This damn faggots in Trinidad right now. All right. I hopefully he gets in. You hear me now? Faggots in Trinidad right now.
Yeah, Khan. You could hear me clear?
I hear you clear. What you might have to do is you might have to take down the sound in the back and you'll listen through the phone. You know what I mean? You might have to put the phone up or put the phone somewhere where I could see everybody. If I could see a hand go up, or you know what I mean, if you want to you know, put the speaker phone. Right, it's sideways now. I can't see everybody. I'm only seeing you. No, that's a little bit better. You know what I mean? Just for the sake of the phone, if anybody if anybody needs to ask a question, you know, just say Salakia so I could hear, because I can't really see everybody because the phone's smaller. You know what I mean? All right, no sweat. So because of the time, I'm gonna stop there with the reincarnation. But next week we could go into you know what? Let me try and finish it up. We have a few more minutes. Then we'll touch on that them sodomites. All right, in Trinidad. All right, give me 1 Corinthians chapter 15 verse 11. Quickly, somebody in the room hold that. Gabar, hold Revelations 1 and 8.
Con.
All right, whatever you all missed out because of the technical difficulty, you all could always rewatch the class and you'll catch back up on it. All right. No sweat. All right, 1 Corinthians 15 is all about reincarnation as well. Even this brother, You bro, you all know Vibes Cartel, right? Everybody knows.
Yeah, Cartel.
Right? Vibes Cartel had a song where he was saying, if reincarnation is not real, then Christ is not risen. You understand? I forget the name of the damn song where he was talking about it. He was saying how, you know, the preachers, they ain't teaching the right thing because 1 Corinthians 15 tell you that. It tell you that man just come back again. You know what I mean? I'm trying to remember the name of the damn song. Salaki. 1 Corinthians 15. The whole chapter is solid, but for time's sake, we're going to start at verse 11.
Saka first.
1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 11.
Therefore, whether it were I or they, so we preach, and so ye believe.
Right? Go ahead.
Well, now if Christ be preached that he rose from the dead, how say some among you that there is no resurrection of the dead?
Right? For those of you who don't know, the Sadducees and Pharisees, they did not believe in reincarnation. Christ taught reincarnation. All right? That's why in, I think it was Matthew 12 or 19, where they ask him, where will they be in the regeneration? Right? Like he was teaching reincarnation. The Sadducees and Pharisees did not believe in reincarnation. I forget which one is which. One of them did not believe in it at all. The other one believed that you would when you die, you would get wings and go to heaven, like how the Greeks believe. Right? That's why they asked him, you're familiar with the scripture when they ask him if a man has, you know, he marry a wife and she dies, and he marry another wife and she dies, marry another wife and she dies. If a woman marries a husband and he dies, and she marry a husband and he dies, he marry a husband and he dies, they came to Christ and asked him in the reincarnation or the regeneration, whose wife would she belong to? Whose wife is she? And then Christ said in the reincarnation, we are all like angels, because he was cutting them. Because one of them believed in the reincarnation, we would get wings and be floating in the heaven. The other ones didn't believe in it at all. Right? But when he said we'll all be like angels, meaning what? Angels just follow orders. They do what the Lord said to do. So whose wife she would be? Whoever the Lord said she's going to marry in that life. You get the point? So Christ always taught reincarnation. So now Paul here, in the same battle, he cut them. So give me verse 12.
Verse 12. Now if Christ be preached that he rose from the dead, how say some among you that there is no resurrection of the dead?
Right? So for everybody who talking about there's no reincarnation, for all the Christians, this is a good cut for your Christians. Christians don't believe in reincarnation. They always pull the scripture, it is appointed man to die once. It's appointed not to die once, it's appointed man to live and then die, and that's it. They always pull that scripture to say there's no reincarnation. But if you don't believe in reincarnation, how you could believe in Christ? When he died and came back. You understand? It's just when he came back, he didn't come back in a new body. He came back in his same body. Get the point? So Paul is asking, how could you be a Christian and oh, you love Jesus, you sweet on Jesus, but you don't believe in reincarnation? You get the point? Keep going.
Okay. But if there be no resurrection of the dead, then is Christ not risen?
It's not a question. Don't read it like a question. It's a statement.
Okay. But if there be no resurrection of the dead, then is Christ not risen?
Don't read it like a question. Read it plain. Do not read it like a question.
Right. But if there be no resurrection of the dead, then is Christ not risen?
Then if there be no resurrection of the dead, then is Christ not risen. Meaning, if there's no reincarnation, then Christ is dead. You understand? For all them Christians who celebrating Easter saying, you know, Christ rose on the third day, they don't believe in reincarnation, so what the hell are you celebrating Easter for? Right? Bunny rabbits and eggs aside, if you believe Christ rose on the third day, and then you battling me about reincarnation, you believe Christ is dead. Because reincarnation means he came back to life. Back from the dead. You cannot believe in reincarnation. You cannot believe in Christ and not believe in reincarnation. Keep reading. This is why.
And if Christ be not risen, then is our preaching vain, and your faith is also vain.
You understand? What does vain mean, Gabar?
Vain, the quality of being worthless.
Read it again, Galawan.
And if Christ be not risen, then is our preaching vain, and your faith also vain.
If Christ is not risen, then your preaching is worthless, and our faith is worthless. You understand? If you don't believe in reincarnation, then your Christianity is worthless, because the whole book is about reincarnation. The whole book is about Israelites coming back, going into captivity, dying, coming back, going into captivity, dying, coming back, going into captivity. That's the whole book. Moses told the children of Israel who walked out of Egypt, the children who was in the Passover, the Israelites who celebrated that first Passover, that if they disobeyed God, they would go into slavery again. But we just read in Numbers and Exodus that that generation died in the wilderness. But we all know Israel went into captivity in slave ships a second time. If that generation died in the wilderness, how could they get on slave ships to go into captivity a second time? Only if they come back. They were born into the earth, grew up, and were conquered and put into slave ships as punishment for disobeying the Lord in the wilderness.
Wow.
If reincarnation is not real, you should throw your Bible away, because you don't believe in Christ, because Christ rose from the dead. And that's why the Christian church is so weak. That's why the Christian church is so weak and fragile and watered down, because their belief is vain. It's worthless. They talk a lot of stuff, but it's absolutely worthless. Now, I'm going to stop right there. I was going into Christ was here 5 times. He was reincarnated 4, and he made an appearance a 5th time. Next week, we're going to go into that, all right? I'm going to give you that next week. But as we on the Christian church and the weakness of the Christian church, let's get the faggot correction, all right? Let's deal with the sodomites of TNT, all right? Real sodomites of TNT. It's not going to have Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let's deal with the sodomites of TNT, Trinidad and Tobago. All right? Somebody, Galawan, somebody bring me up to speed with what them sodomites was marching for.
So like there was a type of fella named, what is his name? James Jones. I think it's James Jones. His surname is Jones.
Uh-huh.
Right? Apparently he from England, and he came to Trinidad to change it up, like he was born Trinidadian. Right? So he's homosexual. He came to Trinidad to remove the boundary law. Right? It says he's saying that the boundary law, which is, you know, between male and male or male and female, he's saying that is invading his privacy, and he has a right to privacy. So he went into the court and said it unconstitutional with whatever documents he bring. The judge agreed to it. Right? The judge actually said it is unconstitutional because people have a right to their privacy.
No, because the judge is a faggot too. I'm gonna say it for you. I'm gonna say it for you. I'm gonna help you out. You don't have to say it. I'm gonna say it for you. Go ahead.
Yeah. So in 3 months' time, which is in July, they're going to rewrite either the buggy law or just completely remove it. The judges and them got to come together, the whole judiciary, and find out how they could rewrite that to make the homosexuals get their rights to privacy.
Right.
Right.
Right. They want their rights to privacy. Well, go back into the closet. Go hide and do your sodomite nonsense in private. Do you know how to tell everybody? If you really want privacy, why is there gay pride? Why you want to come out with it? Be private. Go in the closet, and that's where you all will. Go back in the goddamn closet, right? Go back. But this is not about invasion of privacy. This is about them. Homosexuals are violent people. All right, homosexuals are violent people. Now they are victims of child molestation. Some of them try to fight against it. Some of them fully accept it and want to molest other people as adults. And gay pride is a form of sexual molestation. Have you ever seen a gay pride march? Have you all ever seen it? Have you all ever seen a gay pride march?
Another one.
Describe what you see. Describe what you want.
Nothing Trinidad, foreign.
Bro, I said nothing Trinidad, foreign. Not yet. You're about to see more butt cheeks than a little bit. He said nothing Trinidad and foreign. You're taking all foreign Jordan. You're taking all foreign tattoo. All foreign. Listen, you're going to take the homosexuality too. Because this place is Sodom and Gomorrah. Them Sodomites, when they go to march, brother. Listen, last night I'm driving through DC. I don't know what it was about this weekend. There's a corner in DC, the U Street corridor, that's run by Ethiopians. Every club was overflowing with Sodomites. And they all bareback and have on these little, I'm like Batty Rider shorts. And dog collars around the neck with the spikes. One of them in short pants with suspenders. And you know how they just walk with the chest out? I'm talking hundreds of them are. Not like, 20. I'm talking hundreds, brother. Blocking traffic, going into the club bareback, shorts, Speedos. Why? Because really they are violent like the people who violated them. That same Christian preacher and that teacher and that auntie or uncle who raped them and molest them, they in turn now become that violent person. And gay pride is a form of molestation. Why are you forcing your lifestyle on me? If you're proud about being a homosexual, do it privately. Have a secret homosexual party. Rent a club out. VIP only. I go to the club. Hey, I'm ready to come in. No, you can't come in here tonight. You ought to be on the guest list. Have some secret guest list party. You know what I mean? Where you ought to come and put your butt print or something to go in the damn club. But do it privately. Do it privately. But really, this ain't got nothing to do with invasion of privacy. Homosexuals are violent predators. And if they could, they will rape you too. Precept. Precept.
Genesis. Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
No, you said for when they banged on lot door, sir.
When they banged on lot door. Banged on lot door and said what? Let me bring them two fresh slabs of meat out here. I'm gonna give you another precept. And I know you're Benjamin. I know you like to miss this one. Judges 19. When the wicked men of Baal in the land of Benjamin wanted to rape the Ephraimite brother, and the brother gave him his wife instead. You see all that them bashment parties they be having Mostly in Jamaica, but it's making its way all the way around. Where y'all know Marvin the Beast. Everybody know Marvin, right? Marvin the Beast. I'm telling you all straight up and down. Marvin is a homosexual. You see that thing where you abusing women sexually. That's a sodomite. You understand? That's a sodomite. You'll see that all that dancing where they're on the roof. You throw the woman off the roof, then you dive on top of her from the top of the roof. Then you roll off, then the next nigga dive on top of her on the top of the roof. Then you throw gasoline in the crotch, light the crotch up on fire. Brother, that is a sodomite act. I'm telling you straight up and down. Now let me tell you something. Now. You see how soft and tender sisters is be. See how soft and tender women are. Yeah, I mean, you go up in a sister ear and start talking the nape of her neck. She getting goosebumps, right? Boy, stop! And then leaning on you and all kind of thing. You ain't got to beat no woman up to have sex with her. You ain't got to do all of that shit. Anytime you see a nigga doing that, he wants her to be a man. He's trying to have sex with her as if she was a man. You get the point? He's trying to be sexual like men would be. You get the point? Like if it's a big old hardback man, it's damn near a wrestling match. That's why all them wrestling, they be what? Naked. All them WWE, WWF, they're all naked. You get the point? A rapist is a homosexual. You know, beat up a woman in her face, bust up her face to have sex with her? No. All that is homosexuality, and homosexuals are violent by nature. So all this legalizing is for the violence of homosexuality because they want to terrorize us with their homosexuality. You understand? They're another form of terrorist, sodomites. All right? So now, so what the brother was bringing out, for those of you all who don't know, in Trinidad, the Caribbean islands, some parts, I would say maybe some parts of Central and South America. I don't think so, but I know the Caribbean islands definitely, England, UK, Netherlands, but England and UK, it's not like this anymore. But initially, the islands were colonies, right? They were colonized by the Europeans, and the Europeans, because of they being staunch Christians, they instituted certain laws that's been ruling our islands for hundreds of years. Even our parliamentary system is similar to England's parliamentary system, right? The House of Commons, House of Representatives, all that nonsense, all right? So now I'm going to read for you all the laws, the current law in Trinidad, all right? This you're seeing on the screen? Laws of Trinidad and Tobago, the Ministry of the Attorney General and Legal Affairs. This is the Sexual Offences Act, all right? This is Article 13. Hold on. Article 13. A person who commits the offense of buggery is liable on conviction to imprisonment for 25 years. According to the white man's law, a sodomite should be locked up for 25 years. And that's right. That's righteous. That's a righteous thing. No problem. You get the point? That's a righteous thing. Right. If you think it's not righteous, God said you should be put to death. Right? God said you should be, both of them have committed an abomination. Right? In this section, buggery means sexual intercourse per annum by a male person with a male person or by a male person with a female person. All right? So it's talking about anal sex. All right? A person who commits bestiality is guilty of an offense and is liable to conviction of imprisonment for 15 years. Right? The same, it's in the same biblical laws. Once again, this is proof that every country's, laws, social laws come from the Bible. The Bible is the foundation of every society, not Egypt, not Kemet, not the Quran, it's the Bible. You get the point? Mm-hmm. Let me see, 16. All right? Article 16, serious indecency. A person who commits an act of serious indecency on or towards another is liable on conviction to imprisonment of 5 years. All right? Subsection does not apply to an act of serious indecency committed in private between a husband and his wife, meaning what you do with your woman is your business. A male person and a female person, each of whom is 16 years of age, because in the Trinidad, the age of consent is 16. Anything under that is statutory rape. Both of whom consent to the commission of the act, or persons to whom section 21 and 2 and 3 of the Children Act apply. All right? So, okay, basically what they're saying is here, certain things done in private, they ain't business with that. But public indecency, you could go to jail for 5 years. Now, you're all in Trinidad. Give me some examples of public indecency, please.
Carnival.
That whole spirit of carnival is just public indecency. You get the point? That whole spirit of it is public indecency. And within the carnival, you all know carnival be overflowing with them women, right? Women grinding up on women, right? And they swear they're not gay, right? Don't they swear they're not gay? Ever since I was a little boy, I remember asking a teacher in primary school. I had to be about, I'm not lying, bro, about 7 years. I asked my teacher, I was like, why do girls have to go to the bathroom in pairs and, 3 and 4? Like, they would always go ask the teacher, Miss, can we go to the bathroom? And for the life of me, I couldn't understand why we had to go to the bathroom. Why y'all just can't go one at a time? Like, what's going on in there? Because I'm like, what the hell is going on? You get the point? Like, it's the whole culture of it. It's a culture where socially the things are acceptable. You get the point? Socially, the things are acceptable, even though the kids at that age, they may not have no homosexual tendencies. But if at the age of 7, 8, 9, and 10, you go into the bathroom with girls, seeing girls, undress and go to the bathroom and fix their bra and whatever, when they reach, when them puberty comes around, them breasts come up, and them hormones start to rage and they're in the bathroom, it's easy now to switch them to gay. You get the point? It's easy. They're grinding up on each other for the carnival same way. Now, on the flip side, carnival is a ton of women half naked. Them men, brother, in them carnival bands, you all ever check them men out? Y'all ever look at them men with glitter all over their body? Yeah, back, pedal pusher, battery rider, shorts.
Salakia.
You understand? Now, for the life of me, I can't be half naked grinding on a woman for 6 hours and not want to have sex with her. They ain't even touching them women out. I'm trying to tell you. They getting big and strong in the gym, not for Suzette and Keisha. Yeah, I mean, they ain't getting big for that. They're getting big for Frankie and Paul. You understand? Go ahead, Gabar.
Suspect.
The suspect, Salakia. The suspect number 1, 2, 3, and 5, and 4. Get the point? So it's a whole culture of like, okay, this is the vehicle they use it now. It was socially acceptable before. Socially acceptable before. Galawan, tell me the story about that you was giving. Tell the brothers the story you was telling me this week about the Christian sodomite on your slavery. Now y'all hear this, brother. This is damn near the wickedest thing I think I've probably heard in my whole life.
Well, when I was in Syria, I was telling people that I would rather World War III than for me to make a son or a daughter and they to turn out to be a homosexual in Trinidad.
Most I give Galawan a hand. Give him a hand for that shit. That's a strong statement. He'd rather the World War III start and death and destruction than one of his own seed become a sodomite and transgress the Lord. That's a righteous man to have. Now, tell me what this Christian came up and told you. please.
Okay. So the Christian came up and said he has 2 daughters. And because he does not want the whole earth to be destroyed, he said he rather his 2 daughters become lesbians.
All right, hold on. He loved this world so much, he would allow his 2 daughters to become lesbian, right? Rather than the earth be destroyed. Now, when Galawan told me that, I was like, well, that sounds like a Christian thing to say. Then the Christian said something else that was absolutely disgusting. What else he said?
Oh, God. And he said when his 2 daughters become lesbians, they will bring him a bunch of girls to make love with, and he will have sex with all of the girls. And
so that can know it. Okay, this Galawan said he would rather World War III to happen than to have his sons or daughters be homosexual. This disgusting, clean-shaven Christian on his slavery came up and said, "You're wrong for saying that. I would prefer World War III not happen and let my 2 daughters be lesbians." Now, to everybody listening, it make it sound like the Christian is all about peace. He loved the world so much, nobody should fight, and he's willing to give his daughters up for that. And then he said, and when they become lesbians, they're going to bring all their girlfriends home to have sex with, and guess what? I could have sex with them all. Brother, I'm trying to tell you, that Christian, he already molested his daughters. He has already molested his daughters. And if he hasn't done so yet, he probably waited to do it and done touch some cousin or some niece or somebody else. That is a disgusting faggot. He's a disgusting faggot. And brother, I thank the Lord that it's not me working with him and you instead, that he gets to, go home normal. Because I cannot hear that shit, brother. Listen, I got daughters myself. You understand? And I'm making sure you don't see the inside of the 999 van. You'll never see the inside of the Black Maria. You ain't going into no jumpsuit. You ain't going down in Golden Grove for what? You'll never see the inside of the courtroom, brother. Never. I'm guaranteeing you that. Never. You understand?
Oh, God.
Christianity is absolutely disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. And the white man is disgusting. Now, he done give us the laws of boogery. And now want to come now and say, we wrong for being against homosexuality. We wrong for it, when we are absolutely right for being against homosexuality. We're absolutely right for it because the Lord is against homosexuality. Give me the scriptures I want. Give me Leviticus 20 and 13. Quickly.
Khan. Leviticus 20 and 13. If a man also lie with mankind, as he lieth with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death.
That's
their
what's
blood
supposed to happen.
Shall be upon them.
They're supposed to be rewriting the law that being a homosexual is a death penalty offense. You understand? And rewrite the law on indecency to child molesters. You understand? No. Biblically, homosexuality is a death penalty offense. Right?
No,
what is the... Now, this is a question for the brothers in the room. Except Galawan. God, I done talked to him already. What is the I.S.U.P.K. stance on legalizing homosexuality in Trinidad and anywhere else where it might be, Right? What the brothers in the room? Let me hear yours say.
La
What is it? Say again?
Repeat, please, sir. Repeat the question again, please, sir.
What is the... you brothers are in Trinidad, right? You're telling everybody I.S.U.P.K. You're done with the truth. Commander GEN.YAHANNA, you're rolling. What is the I.S.U.P.K.'s official stance on legalizing homosexuality? All right. All right. Anybody else? Sadak. Say it again, Ak. All right. Sadak, say go ahead and do it. What you brothers had to say?
Yeah, let them go.
Fire and brimstone.
No.
Who said fire and brimstone?
Now I say do it. You know why? Because I'm gonna bring on the judgment faster.
I hear you. I hear you. All right, Sean say go ahead and do it because the judgment gonna come faster. Listen now. Listen now. Them sodomites don't need no law to have sex in them. They're doing it right now. That judge doing it right now. That same fool doing it right now. Listen, I read in an article about this dude here. Hold on. Y'all know Trinidad with the carnival. There's a, the music, traditional music is called calypso. There's a loose word for a loose slang word for the traditional music. It's called kaiso. This faggot here, named Colin Robinson, he formed a group called the Coalition Advocating for Inclusion of Sexual Orientation. Right? The acronym is called KAISO. KAISO with a C. And this is what he said, right? He said, hold on, I'm reading it right here. He said, in Trinidad and Tobago, I work with KAISO, a year and a half old, of the GLBT, the Gay, Lesbian, Bisexual, Transgender Advocacy and Community Building Group that names itself after one of the nation's major indigenous art forms, the Calypso or Kaiso, showing that we are rooted in our country and culture. This faggot is basically, listen, you take it as disrespect. That I don't want nothing to do with Calypso, Kaiso, or Carnival, because this faggot is saying his organization of LGBT is rooted in the indigenous art form of. I mean, that's it. You understand what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? It's done gone. It done lost all that meaning that he want to say it have. At one time, the music was talking about the oppression. It was talking about the white man. It was talking about different things. But now, the shit done gone. It gone left. So he named it Kaiso. Now this is what else he said. He said, hold on.
It has stretch.
Oh boy. All right, hold on. Y'all with me? He said the purpose of Kaiso is they want to seek to incorporate the company, right? And they want it to be an umbrella or a framework that provides a political, meaning strategic thinking, and a brand to enable the gay, lesbian, bisexual, and transgender political advocacy and social change community building and the diffusion of modern understandings of sexual orientation and gender identity. Meaning, he want this group to be like the political arm for these faggots. So they could make laws and they could make acts and, motions to make people accept their sexual orientation and their gender identity, meaning the identity they choose to identify with. So now, I'm asking you all again. What is the ISD? Oh, now I'm asking, I'm going to tell you it now. The I.S.U.P.K's official stance on legalizing sodomites in Trinidad, anytime the argument come up. Number one, homosexuality is a sin against the Lord. Right? That's number one. That's clear as day. The Lord said both of them must be put to death. What do I think about these laws? let them faggots marry. I'm all for it. Let them faggots have their rights. Get them discount on dildos. Get them condom discount. Get them tax exemption. Let them have rights. Let them have rights to promote their sexual orientation. You know why? Who knows why? Give me. Give me.
And shine them up.
No, that ain't why. That ain't why. Gotta want.
Only judgment are the most high on them.
No, that ain't why. That ain't my business. Listen, what them faggots do is their business. That ain't got a goddamn thing to do with me.
Salakia.
Hold on, Gabar. Hold on. I know where you're going. I'm going there first, though. Galawan, give me Isaiah 4:1. Who got their hand up there?
Oh, shit, God.
No. Hold up. Oh, shit, no. Give me Isaiah 4:1. Quickly. Right?
Good.
Some sister online, Sela Fred. Sela say why? This you will understand why in a second. Don't worry about it. Let them faggots marry, man. Let them marry. Let them get rights. Let them get tax exemption. You know what I mean? Get them a rainbow tax. Call it the rainbow tax. They don't steal the Lord's rainbow. They don't stole the Lord's rainbow and made it an abomination. And when the Lord gave us that rainbow as a sign, give me Isaiah 4:1.
And in that day, Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1. And in that 7 women shall take hold of one man.
Wait. Hold on. Wait, how much?
7 women.
Wait.
Shall take hold of one.
Say it, read it one more time.
Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man.
The scripture says 7 women will take hold of one man. Brother, let them faggots marry. You know what that means? More girl. More girl for me. More. I'm going to stack girl up like books. I'm going to stack them up. Stack meat. I'm going to stack them up. More girl. All them y'all didn't say girl forget breed and succeed. More girl for me. Let them faggots marry. Let them marry. This man in the mouth, no problem. Them girls, sooner or later, that thing itch, you know. That thing trouble women at night, you know, brother. They be acting all, you know, independent and high and mighty. They don't need no man. Ask them how many nights they cry themselves to sleep. Ask them for all the receipts they spend a year on batteries. Talking about the TV remote going bad. Ask them why they can't sit still. They always rocking. They have to sleep with a pillow between their legs. No problem. Let the faggots marry. That's their sexual orientation. I'm an Israelite man from tribe of Benjamin, brother. My sexual orientation means I can have more than one woman. If them faggots get rights to have sex with men, don't tell me I'm wrong when I have 12, 1,500,000 million girl. Don't tell me I'm wrong. Let me have my woman. If them faggots can have men, let me have my woman. If them lesbians want to kiss women in the mouth, me too. I want to kiss women in the mouth. Let me have them too. That's my sexual orientation. You get the point?
That's right.
And they like to say, what them faggots say? Well, I was born this way. Well, no problem. I was born this way too. I just like women. I like one on the left hand, and I like one on the right hand. I like one on the front. I like one on the back. I like one on top. You understand? I like one over there, and I like one over here. You get the point? I like to fly too. I like to go on the West Coast. I might have something down there in Inglewood or in San Bernardino, over there where Gadalha is at. You get the point? I might have something down in Texas. I might have something down in the UK if Banyamian and them will stop being so goddamn stingy. Hell. You get the point? I might have it all over the place. You get the point? Let the faggots marry. That ain't my problem. Let them marry, man. Let them go faggot it up. No problem. Gay pride. Woohoo. Go ahead. I was born this way. This is my sexual orientation. God said He gonna kill you, devil. You faggots do. He said He's gonna kill you, homosexuals. That's good. But I think you should go ahead and fight for your rights. That's your sexual orientation. When I have 5 women in tongue and 5 more in point and 5 in sando, don't tell me nothing. And don't go to my woman and tell them nothing either.
Right.
I didn't stop you when you wanted to get feces on your penis. I didn't stop you. I didn't stop you. When you wanted your mouth, when you wanted your breath to smell like condoms, you open your mouth and only it smelled full of Durex. It smelled like Durex and Trojan because you have condom breath. I didn't stop you. I didn't march against you. I don't care about. Go get your rights, faggot. Go get it. It's 2018. Faggot empowerment. Go ahead. Go get your rights. But when I have a quadrillion women, all the women you don't want, I'm going to take.
That's right.
When I have them, don't say a word. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth and get AIDS too.
That's right.
When I make babies, you're going to be getting AIDS. Right?
Right.
When I'm there making babies and putting hell on Eve and making her know what a man feels like, accept the AIDS too.
That's right.
You understand? Be proud of you're proud of being gay, right? Gay pride. Woohoo, gay pride. Be proud with that AIDS too.
Right.
Be proud. Tattoo HIV on your chest. I'm a proud HIV candidate. No problem. Go get your legal status, man. Go get it. I ain't stopping you. Go be a faggot. I'm going to tell you what Leviticus say. I'm going to tell you God going to kill you, but I ain't going to stop you. Go ahead, man. Put a condom in your mouth. Go ahead. Get freaky. Rewrite the laws. Go ahead. No problem. But me, I'm gonna have some broads. I'm gonna have one from each tribe. That's my plan. That's my plan. It's coming together. Don't worry about it. It's coming together just fine. Coming together just fine. I'm gonna have one from each tribe, and I'm gonna start it all over again. And we just do reincarnation. After I finish all the tribes, I'm gonna go back to the top again and just do it all over again. Like this is you understand? So don't stop him. Let him go marry. Fine. I will have the ones they don't want. You get the point? With that, we're gonna wrap the class up. Announcements. We are the I.S.U.P.K. out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding GEN.YAHANNA. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. This is not the Christian church. No crosstalk. You know what I mean? None of that nonsense. Salute only, and that's that. They are here to shed themselves of the word. After 6 months, if your brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to the brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After the 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. You know, marrying something that women and men do, not men and men or woman and woman, right? Tithes, which is a commandment, right? You can find this in Numbers 18 and 21. Malachi 3, 8 through 10. It means 10th in the Hebrew. It's pronounced ma'ashara, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department or the teacher, right? Where you have tithes, just put it in an envelope. In the middle of the envelope, let's say this is the envelope. In the middle of the envelope, you want to put your name. In the top right-hand corner, you want to put what it's for and the amount. So if your name is John Doe, you put John Doe in the middle of the envelope. Top right-hand corner, tithes, $10. Donation, $10. Priest fund, $10. Whatever it is, you want to put what it's for and the amount. And that's the proper way, that's the UPK way of course, bringing your funds in, put it in an envelope, seal it up, give it to the teacher, or send it into the Treasury Department, whichever is more convenient. If you have an officer in your city, just handy. Whoever is the head of the school or the captain, give it to him, all right? Free will offering for the priest is not mandatory. whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming Holy Convocation, right now in the Feast of First Fruits. We're in the 50-day period, so I think sometime in July, we're gonna wrap it up. All right, remind Akim and Akwafian to check on social media, sites such as Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and ISUPK.com for ISUPK events and materials. If any brother wants to be a trooper in the school and to get a ton of women that these faggots don't want, start wearing all black, which includes black boots, black shirts, black pants, black headband, or scarf. All right? And with that, we're going to say Shalom, Yahweh Shem Shabrak, a thumb to the brothers, Yahweh Shema, Ilathon, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai to the sisters. All right? Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.